And a report by Nedbank Private Wealth has revealed a wealth of existing opportunities in the township economic landscape. It is noted that with a combined estimated worth of up to 750 billion rand per annum, businesses, landlords and retailers cannot ignore the need to formalize their presence. Portfolio manager at Nedbank Private Wealth, Shala Ramokolo, discusses this with us. Thank you so much for your time, Shala. I think let's first unpack what encompasses the township market in current day in South Africa.
Thank you for having me. Afternoon to you and your listeners. The township market is essentially urban. It's not rural, so it's in the urban areas, but not as developed as traditional metropolitan areas. So a lot of the people that live there are what we call previously disadvantaged individuals.
And of course, based on that, we must speak of the progression. Hence, I asked that initial question about defining what the township economy looks like in current day. How much of a progress has been made since there's been a deliberate effort to ensure that there is somewhat of a thriving culture and trajectory in this space?
What our research discussed is the reality that a lot of the township economy is underserviced. So the opportunity is there. And you mentioned earlier, estimates range to between 180 billion to 750 billion. So there's an opportunity set there, but it's perhaps underserviced.
Why is there this underservice in terms of where we could be, should be, and are starting to develop in South Africa?
The key challenge is misunderstanding of the township. So there is not that much data intelligence to rely on. And, you know, businesses, when they set their strategies, they look at data. And what we do know is the data that's available on the opportunity set in townships it's scarce and it's scarce. So it's an issue with not understanding this market.
How best do we then understand it, especially on the side of it could really be the silver lining of where these opportunities lie?
I think what businesses need to understand is there's a profit incentive to do the hard work in finding out how they can best position their businesses for the township economy. So it requires work. I think the early adopters of strategies that have gone into townships are the businesses that have paid the price and then gone in there and tried to understand these markets, and they are benefiting from that activity. So it doesn't come free. It requires action from business players that want to be involved in the township.
The latter part of your statement brings in the role of the investor, because the school fees would be paid by a business owner who's maybe tried and failed within this market. Once an investor comes on board, of course, they want deliverables, but there's much to be said about understanding the market in which one is operating.
What we can say and what we do say to our investors is these strategies are paying off. They are profitable. So if you look at the likes of ShopRite, they've been one of the better performing retailers in the country, and they have a segmentation strategy that looks at different parts of the market. The segmentation strategy includes the likes of USave that speaks specifically to townships, and that's a profitable venture. So what we can say to investors is the businesses that are already operating in these township economies are already making money, and they are profitable.
Interesting case study there, because the juxtaposes that this particular model didn't work particularly for the likes of Pick n Pay when they got into the township market, offered opportunities to smaller businesses and business operators, only for a few years down the line that market rejecting the service offering. What do you make of that particular turn?
Pick n Pay does have a brand that's doing well in the township economy. It's one of the better performing parts of the business. That's Boxer. So even in Pick n Pay's life, they do have a brand that's that's thriving.
Where then should be the nuts and bolts really be tightened at a policy level with regards to that deliberate effort that is going to see the beneficiation of the township economy along with entrepreneurs?
I think the key thing to consider is that collaboration is probably the path to take. So collaboration between business and government. The pie grows bigger for everyone concerned. So you need buy-in from the economy, the communities, but you also need business to work alongside government to make this part of the economy thrive.
Thank you so much for your contribution. An utterly interesting topic that we should all keep our eyes on the growth